Hi everyone. For my assignment, I'm going to be extending, illustrating, and sharing a STEM technology that I have analyzed in a previous course. More specifically, I am going to be analyzing Google Cardboard Viewer, or otherwise known as Google Cardboard Headset. So I do want to make a disclaimer that I have already analyzed this technology in a previous course with my fellow classmate Yasmina and another student in the Mallet program. However, to fit the requirements of this assignment, I wanted to look further into the applied practices and just an overall review of Google Cardboard Viewer from a tech gear researcher and reviewer. So for those of you that are not familiar with Google Cardboard Viewer, it is a virtual reality headset made completely out of cardboard that allows a student to turn their smart device, such as an iPhone or an Android phone, into a more economic headset. Some of the benefits of Google Cardboard headset is the cost. At the time of this project, we had found that the lowest cost was almost $9, but I've actually looked on Amazon today and they are as low as $7. The most expensive is $25. And I'm a little confused about the pricing for the Google Cardboard Viewer just because they all have the same function. So I don't know if it's more of a comfortability thing in terms of head size, if we're looking at more of an adult versus a child. But the overall cost is very low. And the ease of use is that it is only a two-step process to assemble. You just have to assemble the actual viewer, and there are dotted lines that you use to fold, to assemble the viewer, and then you just have to simply place your phone into the designated slot. And there are no hidden fees, and there are a lot of applications that are free, STEM applications that is, that students can use inside the classroom and outside of the classroom, inside and outside of the classroom to enhance their learning experience. So when I'm looking at applied practices of Google Cardboard Headset, I turn to the idea of a flipped classroom. And a flipped classroom basically gives students flexibility in how they learn. So for instance, if someone was to send students home with a Google Cardboard headset with a lesson or video on a topic, on a new topic, the student can go home, view that content at their own pace, and then when they return to school, they can apply their understanding and then further and expand that understanding with guidance and support from their teachers. The flipped classroom model also aligns with Bloom's taxonomy and is really great for students to have a tangible experience to attach to their learning. So for example, in a social studies lesson, students can visit an ancient civilization or a specific time period that they're learning about, just to get a sense of what it looked like, how people lived, and the overall conditions. Another thing that's really great, although not for STEM instruction, just like the social studies, something that would also be great though is having students visit the setting of a storybook or a chapter book that they are learning about, just to further immerse themselves and put themselves in the character's shoes. When talking specifically about STEM instruction, I tinkered with Incel. So Incel is a science game where a player can venture inside human body cells, and your goal is to cure a virus infecting your given patient. And you do that by finding the nucleus and providing an antidote so your patient can survive. And I found this game to be really engaging because it brings different diagrams and charts of cells to life, and students can explore the different attributes and functions within a cell just a little bit more realistically. So now I want to move over to Tech Gear Lab, which is a review-based technology website. And it was founded by Chris McNamara. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But essentially, he wanted to look at highly regarded outdoor gear equipment initially. And then he expanded that to more of a technologically based field. So his team looked at various components of Google Cardboard headset and ranked them. So let's look at some different components that were ranked. So in terms of interactiveness, Google Cardboard headset did not perform very well against its competitors. And that's because there's only a single button on the headset itself. And it's like reminiscent of a camera shutter button, but it actually doesn't screenshot or anything. It's just for comfortability while the user is transacting with their phone inside of the headset. And then scrolling down, we can look at the visual immersiveness rating. So the Google Cardboard headset still performed very similar. So it does have overall good image quality, but it is very narrow. It is smaller than the traditional headset. At the time of this article, it says that the cardboard headset does not have any form-fitting material around your face contacts, like you have to physically hold it. And I found that there are newer models now that do have a head strap. So that was just something I kind of wanted to give a little bit of pushback on. So I feel like the immersiveness rating would be up because now instead of holding it, you can keep your arms by your side if you so choose. In terms of the comfort rating, it rated the least comfortable. And again, I attribute that to the fact that you have to hold it against your face. However, now there are some Google Cardboard headsets that come with a strap. The user-friendly rating did surprise me a little bit. I thought it would be up there a little bit more. So as I was saying, it's not terribly hard to assemble. However, when looking at other headsets, there are games sometimes built within those headsets, and Google Cardboard doesn't offer that, being that it's just cardboard. So you have to physically set up the headset, put your phone inside, and select the app that you would like to use. So there is a little bit of maneuvering, even though it's just so simple. But I guess in terms of other headsets that are out there and other Oculus, that Google Cardboard headset is still not as user-friendly, even though in my opinion, I do think it is fairly user-friendly. So all in all, I would say that Google Cardboard headset is a very cost-efficient option for students who want to immerse themselves in VR or just the beginning stages of VR. It is a great introductory to an Oculus, I believe. And I think that it would be beneficial to use in the classroom, even if it's just for some activities. It doesn't have to be utilized all the time. Like I said before, it's meant to enhance instruction, not replace it. But I do think that this could be a great tool for students to use at home and their own time, either for recreational or educational use. And then in the classroom, if they wanted to use a flipped classroom or do some sort of immersive experience. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my assignment, and I look forward to watching yours as well.